three other issues, and I will three other issues. One is time element or time factor in integration process. It's very difficult. It's very difficult, and from my point of view, not necessarily works at all the timetable for an integration process. You know when you start, you never know when you finish. There is no ending point for an integration process. Now, when a management comes to the board of directors, trying to receive a kind of approval for an acquisition, they put on a presentation the synergies, and the banal generic question of a board of directors members will be, what about return of investment? When my money, when the money, my company money is coming back, what is your business plan? Show me how much time it will take and so on.
So we pay a lot of money for the detergent company. How long it will take to get it back?
Yeah, this is a very generic question. A management team usually trying to short the timetable as reasonable as possible. Not too much, but sometimes it's reasonable. Look, it will take us 1 year, half a year, and you'll get back some payment on your investment. Life is totally different. If you have a different culture that not necessarily has a kind of sense of urgency, you can decide that you will shut down a plan, it will take 2 months, 3 months, it takes 1 year. If there are a union or employees committee, in Europe it's a legal entity, it takes time, the negotiation and so on. So from this point of view, the time factor is on one hand a business time factor, and on another hand, it's the integration process, the PMI time factor is a different issue.
Can you give an example of why it's sometimes more long than expected? What was the surprises or the difficulties?
Two examples.
Yes.
One of the company that we acquired was managed 30 years by a founding father. And he hired some people as a management team.
Okay.
When I made a due diligence, it was we asked the founder to leave the company, to join maybe the board of directors of my company, of Teva. And we understood that we are trying to work with the management team, which were before under the founding father. To my big surprise, it is failure. It was one of my failure. Was the people decide to leave the company. Why? They were clerks. They are people who are not used to take to work independently, to take tough decisions. They were operators. What the big founding father said, and they are trying to be operators, but not leaders, not managers. And he hired people. Management team, people that are not too much leaders.
I see. So if I would say, if I understand right, the founder of the company was what we call more a management style of high centralization. Do not let the other people to do decision by themselves.
And he hired people that will fit his approach.
Yes, and when Teva bought the company, your culture, your company culture was that you give more independence to people, so you give more autonomy than they had before, and they don't use to it.
And for us, it was a big advantage. I give yourself a big independence, that you will become the leader to make decisions. They were afraid independently to make decisions.
Oh, that's an interesting case. This is an unusual case.
I didn't see it during the due diligence. They told me, yes, okay, we are. So this is, for instance, an obstacle.
Okay.
that you cannot view before.
And then the implementation, the integration process take much more time than expected. Okay.
Another company, we decide basically about the approach, about the plan. Now, from their point of view, a process means consensus. Means that you have to ask you have to ask the employee committee, you ask this, no sense of urgency. And if we agreed about 3 months, we said what will be happen if it will be 6 months.
Okay.
This is the culture.
Okay.
And we saw it before, but we didn't, we thought that we can overcome it. So from this point of view, it is everything of this type of element takes time.
I remember a case that the CEO of top executive of Teva looked for a CEO from France during the work, and he couldn't find him. And he was told that this CEO from France is on vacances, and couldn't find. He didn't answer phones.
Holland.
From Holland, this was?
Yeah, was one in France and one
So after they find him and they say, we are looking for you for 2 weeks, he say, I'm on vacances. So the answer was, you can be on vacances, but please answer phones.
This is,
this is a national culture differences.
Yeah.